Toronto is heating up, and the biggest names are refusing to slow down. Elena Rybakina, Jessica Pegula, and Coco Gauff have all powered their way into the third round of the National Bank Open, keeping the tournament's top seeds firmly in the spotlight. 3 major stars, 3 different paths, but one common goal: going deep in Toronto. And with the competition getting tougher from here, the pressure is only beginning. Could one of these 3 stars make a serious run all the way to the title? Let's break down the biggest storylines from Toronto. Toronto's top seeds make their statement. The National Bank Open has delivered exactly what tennis fans expected: a tournament packed with elite players, big personalities, and plenty of potential drama. But while upsets are always possible at a WTA 1000 event, several of the biggest names have successfully protected their positions. Rybakina, Pegula, and Gauff are all moving forward. That matters because every additional round brings stronger opponents and greater pressure. For these players, surviving the early rounds is about more than simply adding another victory. It's about building rhythm. It's about finding confidence. And it's about positioning themselves for the biggest battles still to come. Elena Rybakina, power on full display. Let's start with Elena Rybakina. The Kazakh star is one of the most dangerous hard-court players on the women's tour when her serve and first-strike tennis are working at full strength. Rybakina's game is built around pressure. Her serve can immediately put opponents on the defensive, while her powerful ground strokes allow her to finish points quickly. In Toronto, that aggressive style is particularly important. The hard courts reward players who can take control early, and Rybakina has the weapons to do exactly that. But now comes the real challenge. As she advances deeper into the tournament, the level of opposition will rise dramatically. Rybakina cannot afford to give opponents easy opportunities. If she continues serving with confidence and striking the ball cleanly, however, she could become one of the most difficult players left in the draw to stop. Jessica Pegula, experience matters. Then there's Jessica Pegula. The American veteran knows exactly what it takes to succeed in Canada. Pegula has already established herself as one of the strongest players on hard courts, and her previous success at this tournament gives her an important advantage. She understands the environment. She understands the conditions. And she knows how quickly momentum can change during a WTA 1000 tournament. Pegula's biggest strength is consistency. She doesn't always need to overwhelm an opponent with spectacular tennis. Instead, she can pressure opponents with deep shots, smart positioning, and relentless point construction. That makes her incredibly difficult to break down. And with another victory in Toronto, Pegula remains firmly in the hunt. Coco Gauff, the American star, keeps moving. And then we have Coco Gauff. The American superstar arrived in Toronto with enormous attention surrounding her. And she responded with a strong start. Gauff defeated fellow American Kayla Day 6-2, 7-5, showing impressive control in the opening set before having to battle through a much tighter second set. That second set may actually be one of the most encouraging parts of the victory. Why? Because Kayla Day pushed back. Gauff had to deal with more pressure. Instead of losing control, she stayed composed and eventually closed out the match. That's an important quality in a tournament like this. You don't always win comfortably. Sometimes you have to find another level when the match becomes difficult. And Gauff did exactly that. 3 stars, 3 different styles. What makes this storyline so interesting is how different these 3 players are. Rybakina brings explosive power. Pegula brings consistency and experience. Gauff combines athleticism, speed, defense, and increasingly confident attacking tennis. All 3 have different ways of winning, and that means their potential paths through the tournament could be completely different. But the destination is the same: the later rounds. Why the next round matters. Getting through the opening rounds is one thing. Going deep at a WTA 1000 event is something else entirely. The further these players advance, the less room there will be for mistakes. Opponents will study their games. Rallies will become more physical. Pressure points will become more important. And one bad stretch can completely change a match. That's why these early victories matter. They give the players an opportunity to build confidence before the biggest tests arrive. Toronto's draw is getting serious. The 2026 Toronto draw was already loaded with elite talent. The WTA's official draw preview highlighted potential quarterfinal pathways involving Rybakina and Gauff, meaning the tournament could eventually produce some huge matchups. And that's what makes the next few rounds so exciting. The biggest names are still alive. The tournament is beginning to separate the contenders from the rest of the field. Every match from this point forward could have major consequences. Who has the biggest chance to go deep? So, who should fans be watching most closely? Rybakina has the raw power to overwhelm almost anyone when she's in rhythm. Pegula has the experience and consistency to survive difficult matches. And Gauff has the athletic ability and competitive mentality to turn defense into offense and fight through pressure situations. There is no obvious answer. Elena Rybakina, Jessica Pegula, Coco Gauff. 3 major names, 3 different styles, and all 3 are moving forward in Toronto. The early rounds may be over for them, but the real battle is just beginning. As the draw gets tougher, we'll find out which star can maintain the momentum, and which player can handle the pressure when the stakes become enormous. Toronto has already delivered plenty of excitement, and there's much more to come. So, which one of these stars do you think will go the furthest in Toronto? Elena Rybakina with her incredible power? Jessica Pegula with her experience and consistency? Or Coco Gauff with her speed, athleticism, and fighting spirit? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you enjoyed this National Bank Open update, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because the biggest matches are still ahead. The top seeds are rolling on. And Toronto is just getting started. Fire tennis.